What is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof. I'm back again with another video. Just a little bit of a forewarning. The video you're about to see, the mic is a little bit loud. I had the mic kind of in my face, and I was freaking out and a little excited at the point, at which I still am, that the Batman Solo movie has been confirmed. It is in pre-production as we speak, and the Batman Solo movie will be underway very shortly after the production of Justice League. So I talk a lot about it, give my initial thoughts and impressions of the announcement, and also what this means for the future of the DCEU. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, I do apologize in advance. The mic volume is a little bit loud, but I'll be sure to fix that for all future videos. Thanks again. The Batman Solo movie, which has just now been confirmed today, Tuesday, April 11th, I think. Yeah, 12th, whatever. As I'm recording this, Kevin Tissera, whatever the hell, the CEO of Warner Brothers, okay, perfect, important guy. He talked about the slate of the DCEU, and there's two really big announcements coming out here. One, we are working with Ben Affleck on a Batman Solo movie. Big for obvious reasons. This is confirming that the Batman Solo movie script written by Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns is going to, come to fruition. It's going to be written, and people are like, well, that's kind of obvious that would happen. They wrote the script. The thing is, a lot of movies, there's been a lot of scripts. A script for Batman versus Superman was written in the 1990s, early 2000s, I can't remember. So movie scripts get written all the time. Whether they happen or not is a totally different story, and a lot of, screenplay writers and everything else will tell you that. So this is big news. This is going to happen. The most important thing about this, I think, is that because we're getting information about this before other movies coming out in 2018, such as the Flash Solo movie, which is coming out in 2018, I think this movie is going to come out in 2018. There's no question about it. This is going to be like a mid-2018, maybe October 2018 type of thing. And that's important for obvious reasons. And that being that they recognize that Batman was a big success of Batman v Superman, which has overall been a negatively reviewed movie. And people were pointing out in my reviews of the Civil War reviews that I was kind of being a DC apologist, which I was. I agree. I agree that I'm a fanboy of this movie. There's no question there. And also, people have been, pointing out in the comments, like, I'm unaware of the fact that I'm in the minority. I understand that most people did not like this movie. Let's just face it. Most people did not like Batman v Superman. And I'm not talking about DC Comics fans, which are the majority of the viewer base on my channel. I think, in fact, the majority of the people watching this video right now enjoyed the movie. But, I recognize that I'm in a minority of a mass audience that just didn't like the movie. So with that being said, they're looking at what really worked in the movie, and that's Ben Affleck Batman, and they're going to develop that into the Batman Solo movie, which I think is going to come out in 2018, which is really exciting, which will make 2018 easily the best year of the DCEU. 2017, it's going to be an iconic year. It's going to be a legendary year. You have the Justice League assembling for the first time on the big screen, and Wonder Woman getting her very first movie. It'd be one thing if she was, if that was her first time ever being on the big screen, but that was in Batman v Superman. But still, it's going to be the first time we ever get a Wonder Woman movie. That's massive. That's going to be iconic. We're going to look back on that year in a legendary sort of sense. I think 2018 is going to be the best year. I think 2018 is absolutely going to be the best year. You have the Batman Solo movie most likely coming out. You have Flash Solo movie, and then you have Aquaman Solo movie. And of course, as David Ayer, the director of Suicide Squad, has commentated on, these movies are all way more interconnected than you think. They were talking about it in the Suicide Squad trailer about Superman. These movies are really heavily interconnected, and there's going to be cameos of other Justice League members. In the Aquaman movie, there's going to be, probably maybe the Joker will be in the Flash movie. Who knows? But they're going to be interconnected in that way, in a very overt way. And by the Flash Solo movie, the Justice League will already be assembled. Who's to say that the end of the Flash movie is just the Justice League assembling to fight, a Flash rogue? Nobody knows, and that's what's really exciting about the DCEU slate. And even more so is that Kevin, whatever the hell his name is doubling down, and amidst criticisms and speculation coming from Birth.movies.net that WB's worried and they're going to cancel some of their movies and they're going to change up Suicide Squad to make it more like Marvel movies. And they're essentially saying here, we've got 10 movies coming, and we're working on a Batman Solo movie, whether you like it or not. It's coming, so, we're not skeptical, we're not nervous, we're not worried. And this, again, comes after a long spew of Batman v Superman hate. It's not even negativity. It is it's hate. People hate this movie. And they're doubling down, which, as somebody that loved Batman v Superman and loves the DCEU and DC Universe and everything like that, that's really exciting. And for other people that didn't like it and have voiced their opinions otherwise, they might be a little bit pissed off. But no, I mean, he's not saying that they're going to, copy the Batman v Superman formula into all these movies. In fact, what's really exciting about the Batman Solo movie is that it's going to blend, I think, two essential aspects that really need to make a Batman Solo movie great, and the opportunity is there for this to be the best Batman movie ever. That is, you have the comic side. For those of you that don't know, the script is written by Geoff Johns and Ben Affleck. So you've got the comic side of Geoff Johns, the CCO of DC. He's coming in and looking at it from the comics perspective. What's going to make this a good comic book movie, and how is this going to be faithful to the canon of this character, which is really important as a big Bat fan that I am. Then you have Ben Affleck coming in on the other side, and he's looking at it from a pop culture sense. What's going to make this movie resonate in the way that The Dark Knight did with casual audiences? How are we going to make that work while still pleasing the hardcore fans? And at the time I watched The Dark Knight, I was a casual Bat fan. Now, going into this, I would consider myself a more defensive Bat fan, I should say. You know, I know more about the character now, and also I'm picky. I'm way more picky, as many of you know, about Batman v Superman. And Zack Snyder, I don't think, has either of those. It's not that he's a bad director. I love Batman v Superman and Man of Steel as well. But he doesn't have the hardcore comics. He likes his own comics. He loves The Dark Knight Returns, and he loves other comics that he loves. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's committed to being faithful to the canon. You know, in Watchmen, he made a very comic-accurate movie, but he doesn't necessarily represent the entire canon of that character, of any character that he represents. He has his own bias, and that's natural. That's kind of how it works. And then you have, he doesn't really have a pop culture sense. He doesn't really have a sense of, like, what's going to be popular. You know what I mean? Like the MCU has a certain mainstream pop culture appeal that the DCEU doesn't. To me, that's one of the things that made it great as a fan. But I recognize as well, I probably wouldn't take my grandfather to go see Batman v Superman. I get that. It doesn't have that pop culture presence. So this movie, I think, is a recipe for success, is what I'm getting at. And I don't want to ramble on too much more, because you guys are probably already bored of listening to me. If you're here, I applaud you. So that's my rambling about the Batman Solo movie. It's going to be great. The DCEU is looking phenomenal. They started shooting for the Solo movie, or excuse me, Justice League yesterday, so they're already starting Justice League. They just doubled down. They're making 10 movies. Like it or not, the DCEU is coming. Hope you guys have enjoyed. My name's Slcmof. We'll see you in the next one.